Welcome. If you're new, welcome. If you came back, welcome, welcome, welcome. And on this channel, I get your life together, whether it's the beauty, the adventure, or the budget. Okay? So today, on this episode of Money Monday, well, it should be called Millennial Monday, Money Monday, but to keep it short, we're going to call it Money Mondays. And I'm going to talk about a pros and cons on the cash-based budget, the cash envelopes, however you call it. Basically using cash only when doing transactions. And this is my 3 months of doing this. So I'm going to give you what I've learned in the past 3 months. We're going to start with the pros, only because I feel like starting with the pros. A pro is less likely to not know where your money's going. So because you budget your money and it's in different categories, you know how much you're spending for a certain amount of money. So even if you do overspend, you're not overspending too much. So that is a pro, because it's like I have $25 and therefore, I need to work out because I'm out of breath. Side note, I'm legit out of breath. So you have a certain amount of money that you set aside for certain categories. So say it's food, groceries, or so forth and so on. You know that this is how much you have to spend. If you are going over, you have to take from a different category. So you're not overspending too much, because you don't have that much to overspend with, if that makes sense. Because majority of your money should be at home in the sinking funds that you allocated it for, and so on and so forth. Another pro is you're able to see your money decline, and that is important as well, because if you don't, say for instance, you're using your card, you're swiping all day, every day, you don't physically see the money go from 100 to 0. You don't, because why? You have to log into your bank account, you have to see it, unless you're privileged enough to have a bank that sends you text notifications on when you spend and your balance left over. That's cool and all, but I don't have that. So therefore seeing my money go from $100, a crisp $100 bill, y'all, to $1, that hurts. That just makes you reevaluate your life 10 times harder than had you not been using cash. That's just my personal opinion, and it hurts, and it makes you realize that you need to budget higher or budget lower. Because for me, for instance, I budgeted $60 for food for 2 weeks one time, and that money left in one weekend. And it made me realize I need to budget lower, because I need to keep that spending at a minimum. Because $60 should not be I should not be spending that in a weekend. I should not. That's unacceptable. It's really unacceptable. So, yes. So that is an example of one of the pros. Another pro, which I am very excited, and which is why I also would like to share my journey with you guys, is I'm able to save more and faster. Because we always say that we don't have money to save, but when you budget your money and you say, this is how much I'm spending for this week and for 2 weeks, this is how much I'm eating out for 2 weeks, and then you left with 100 and something, you're like, wow, I didn't know I had this much money. Why? Because you were swiping your card every chance you got, because you saw a McDonald's on the corner, then you saw Wendy's, and you said, why not get both? It's like you're spending, you pay your bill, and you spend the rest. So I'm noticing that I'm saving more, even though it's not as much as I would like, in my sinking funds but it's more than what I would have done if I hadn't started this process of budgeting and knowing where my money is going and making sure every dollar counts. Another pro is that you're able to physically see you taking money out of different categories, different envelopes, for spending that you shouldn't be doing. So say for example, you ran out of your money for food, eating out, and now you're like, okay, so I have the me category, I have entertainment, I have groceries. So these are the folders that are left in your wallet, and you can physically see yourself taking a $10, a $5, or $2 from a different category to give to the category that's a problem to you, which is eating out. So you're able to see that in order to get what I want when it comes to food, I'm taking away from something that I may want more and that I may need eventually. So seeing that during this process has really helped me, and it's really has shown me that I need to be more disciplined when it comes to my money, when it comes to food, because food is like, I'm a big foodie. I'm a big unhealthy foodie, I would say that, because I'm not a big foodie. You probably won't be seeing me go to different restaurants trying different things. Like, you probably do that, you'll probably see me do that once in a blue moon. But like, I have comfort foods that I really like I like ice cream, I like pizza, I love me some cheesecake. I love me some IHOP. Like, all those restaurants and stuff, it's just like, that add up. So I'm trying to find a way to curb that spending, in a sense, and to see me take from doing my nails, take money from doing my precious nails, doing my eyebrows, just to eat a sandwich. Like, it just makes you think, like, I don't need it. It's not a necessity. You shouldn't be spending that much money. So now it's time for the cons. Yeah, it's cons time, y'all. It is cons time. This ties in with the last pro, is you need to be disciplined. In order to not spend so much, you need to be disciplined, and that's something that I'm learning. So that is a con right now, because it's like, oh man, I just want to spend my money. I just want to be a 22-year-old in this society that we're living in right now, but I can't, because I'm trying to build better habits for me for the future. Like people say, like the older people always say, whatever you do now will affect you when you're older. And I want to make sure that I'm set up right when I'm older, because your girl got big plans. Like, she got a lot of big plans, and she needs to make these plans, these dreams, into reality. So if it starts with me not having a burger, not having Five Guys for a day or two, I'll be okay. I'll be okay, because 30-year-old Francine is gonna be like, yeah, you did your thing, haha, you know what's up. The second con is money for food goes by so fast. I don't know why, no matter how much I budget for food, it just seems like it's never enough. So I'm just at a point where, okay, it's never enough, then you know what, we're gonna make what I give work. That's it. Since it's never enough, it's never. So I'm gonna give what I can give. I'm not gonna overstress myself trying to attain something when I'm just gonna keep spending, and it's gonna go by so fast. So I would have to learn how to, meal prep and eat from home, something that we have been told to do, but we have been resistant against it. So that is something that this process has taught me 3 months in. Another con, oh gosh, hold on, let me scratch my skin because it's hot. This light, girl. This con, if you're doing cash-based budgeting, you would know how it feels, and this con will hit you. Waiting online to get the amount of change that you need in order to do your cash envelopes and to stuff them, boy, these lines be like 30 minutes. Like, literally, I would go at like 11, 12, when people should be at work. You should be at work on a Friday. You should be. I'm sorry. We don't work 9 to 5. We don't work Monday through Fridays. No. The line is from the teller to the door. Like, the line is so long. The last time I went, surprisingly, it wasn't long. It was like 2 o'clock. It was like 2, 3 o'clock because I went before work. And it wasn't that long. It was surprising. Like, I was really the next person. But on them other days, when I try to go early, the lines just be crazy. I'm just going to really try and start going at 10 o'clock in the morning when they open, so that I don't have to deal with all of this. Yes, that is one of my cons. Another one of my cons, I don't know why I put 2. Another one of my cons is having to explain what it is that you're doing. Having to repeat yourself. It is not in my budget. I may want to help you. I know you may be struggling, but it just isn't in my budget. And being that I have been doing this for 3 months now, and I work a part-time job, I work retail, there's time where schedules fluctuate. You may work 40 hours, you may work 10 hours, you might even work 1 hour. So the fact that these patterns are changing consistently, I'm not able to save in a consistent basis, which that's why I say I'm not like your typical YouTube budget guru or financial literacy freedom person where they're making $2,000 a month. I mean, $2,000 a paycheck, $1,000 a paycheck, and they're able to expedite and split up their money in different ways and more ways than I can. Granted, I do that. That's why I say I use the little bit of money I have to the maximum of my ability. The max of capability, if that makes sense. So that's why like when I talk on my channel, I am a low income college student and I work retail. It's not the best paying job in the world. It's not. So this is why when I say I don't have the budget for it, I really don't have the budget for it. It's not in there. But then again, I can also say that because I'm not like the others, because I am a college student, because I do stay from home, I don't have certain bills that they do. So I don't know if it balances it out. I feel like it doesn't. It doesn't, because trying to budget a 182 paycheck. If you didn't watch that video, I'll link it in the iCard right here. Yes, I budgeted a $182 paycheck. How would y'all feel getting a $182 paycheck? Would you feel like you was living? Yeah, because that's how I'm feeling. So, oh my gosh. I hope I'm not getting sick. So, budgeting that, it's like, wow, what the heck? And it's hard. It's honestly, truly, to God, it's hard. And being able to, trying to explain that I'm only doing cash budget. I only buy with cash. I can't send you money through Cash App. I can't send you money through Zelle. I cannot do that. You physically have to come to me and get this money if you really want money. And even then, me giving you money, if I didn't budget that money, you're messing up my budget. So having to explain that to people, it's hard, because it's like I'm trying to build something where when I do get enough money, when I do get paid more, I'm able to successfully split my money in ways where I can be able to enjoy my life and where I'm able to save for the future. So it's hard. It's hard. I can say because I am a 22-year-old, people at this age, they're going out. They're living free. They're traveling. What are they doing? They're on Instagram. They're buying the newest things. And I feel like I've always been I've always been older in mindset. Like, I never was a fan of buying designer stuff. I've never been a fan of going to clubs every night. Like, I'm just not that type of person. But in your 20s, you want to be at least the slightest bit of that person, because it's like, okay, I don't want to be 30 and I don't want to be 40, 50, and I didn't enjoy my 20s, because this is the time you're supposed to be free. But again, it's this time you're supposed to set yourself up for the future. So I'm caught in the crossfire of the two, and it's hard to say the least. It's hard. So yeah, that's it for this video, and this is basically my take on the pros and cons of doing the cash-based budget, the cash envelopes, the zero-based budget system, whatever you call it when you do it. Whatever, it's like it's basically the same thing. But this is my take on it as a 22-year-old college student working a low-income job. And if you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up. If you have anything that you find is a pro and con of this system that you have been pushing through or that you are loving, comment down below, because every system has its good and bad, and it's either does it have more good or does it have more bad, for you to decide if you want to stick to it or not. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for those that are subscribing. I'm truly grateful. I love looking at my analytics and I see one new subscriber and I'll be like, hey girl. So I just like really happy. So thank you for joining the team. Comment down below, tell me what's up, tell me what's good. You know, I'm still a 22-year-old girl, so I still got a 22-year-old vibe. So yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, bye.